What's up, foodies? I am here at AsadoLife. It is such a unique dining experience, and I'm here with the owner. This is Nick Carrera. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for being here.
It's such a beautiful location. Not only the location, but the building itself, all the outdoor dining. So what is a dining experience like here?
We try to capture the spirit of an asado where it's like more of that communal feel, so that when guests come in, our dining experience, it's all about those guests at that time. We only do the one seating, so we just try to make it more of a family type atmosphere for that asado that night.
I have to ask though, what does asado mean?
Asado is the Spanish word for barbecue, and it's like ubiquitous throughout South America. My father, being Argentinian, we grew up with this, sort of that spirit of the asado. And so that's what I wanted to kind of convey and kind of keep going. Obviously, we've evolved it and adapted it more to our style and Chef Matt's style.
Right.
But yeah, that's what we're going for.
And it kind of all started with your grills, right?
Yeah.
Kind of putting those together. Tell us about this.
So Urban Asado is our grill company where we design and fabricate Argentinian style live fire grills. And so it's been about 8 years now in St. Augustine, right across this river, that we started over there, and we started doing asados, doing different like kind of pop-up style fundraisers and things like that, and it just kept growing and evolving, and so it's kind of led us to where we are now, all coming from our grills.
And then you mentioned one seating. So how is, do you need a reservation, or how does that work?
Yeah, our dinners our asado dinners are one seating. We do pre-book, pre-sell the dinner. But what that is we go ahead and we basically tailor everything to our guest for that evening. Lunch we do 6 days a week, no reservation required.
Okay.
It's a little bit more of a traditional restaurant type, where you can come and order off the menu. But our dinners, we treat them very differently, kind of very special.
And what type of food? I mean, you mentioned the barbecue style, but it seems like I've been able to look in the kitchen and there's all different types.
Oh yeah,
of
it's not barbecue like in the North American traditional sense of barbecue.
Right.
Chef Matt is incredible. So what we've done is we basically evolved it to where it has the live fire grilling element with his fine dining expertise and background. So we have some amazing menu options. We also, as part of our dining experiences for the restaurant, on basically any given weekend, we have a chef's table that we could be offering in our private dining room, and that's where Chef Matt does his 5-course or more fine dining experience. We have our asado style meal. We do a fun charcuterie at the bar here.
I love that word, charcuterie.
Yeah, so that's our charcuterie at the bar.
Yeah.
And then we also do a very unique Asador Club experience, which there is no specific menu. It's kind of, the Asador is the grill master, and so it's whatever the grill master's grilling that evening. So guests would come for the equivalent of like a chef's table, but in this case it would be the Asador's table. So we try to keep everything to where we don't do one size fits all. We want to give customers a few different things to choose from, so that it's a unique experience for them and also for our very talented team.
Wonderful. Well, I can't wait to learn more and try some of that delicious food.
Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Well, I'm back in the kitchen with Chef Matt Brown, chef and partner. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah, it's so cool to be back here and actually see how the magic happens. We talked a little bit about the grills with Nick, but what are we seeing here?
So we like to cook all the way from the top to the bottom. It's really not just the grill. So right now we have beautiful pineapples roasting up here.
Very
We've got
nice.
some chili peppers, some artichokes,
Whoa.
some onions coming.
And what are you doing right there?
So this is our little salmuera, or saltwater embellishing, that we have lots of little herbs and spices in. And then that's just percolating and dripping down on all of our beautiful proteins that we have here.
Wow, that's impressive.
So,
I bet it's delicious too.
Absolutely. I mean, the things that are farther down are just the things that are actually going to get the most flavor right here. The beautiful thing is too, on normal grills, all of those drippings would generally be lost.
Right.
But these V channels right here actually collect all of the magic that you generally get lost. And so we can take all of this delicious juice and drizzle it right back over our vegetables, right back over our proteins, everything like that.
That's First Coast living right there. First Coast Living and First Coast Foodies. I mean, how could you go wrong? This is like the perfect spot.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So, can you describe the different meats we're seeing here?
Yeah. So this is our top sirloin that we sell as our roast beef sandwich that we're kind of famous for in our market during the day. All of our breads are made in-house. Every sandwich that you can get on the market is all made with bread that we make in-house from John Smith, our baker. This is a beautiful canned tomahawk pork chop right here. That actually has the pork belly, the rib, and then the pork ribeye right here with some really nice, beautiful crispy skin chicharrones.
Wow.
This is our Chairman's Reserve tomahawk right here that we sell on the waterfront.
All right, that's giving me Flintstones vibes.
We love it because it gives us a nice little meat handle that we can move around on the grill.
And why
right
do you
there.
have the little, is that onion and pepper?
Yeah,
What
little
is
onion and
that?
pepper. So as all the juices are dripping down, and there's a little thyme bundle and a little rosemary from our garden. So that helps to flavor the fat that's rendering
my
right here and baste the entire steak right here. This is our house-made chorizo. We probably make about 120 pounds of this a week.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. And then our rotisserie chicken there to the left that we sell in the market as well. And this little masterpiece down here.
I was about to say, this is really impressive looking.
So this is something that we would sell in the Asado Club, one of our unique dining experience. This is actually a whole side of snapper that's wrapped around a roasted pineapple. It's got a little shrimp Criolla pot that's collecting all the juices in the bottom of it. And this is our seafood chorizo del mar, or a lobster sausage that we've used a domestic calamari as the natural casing for that. So for all the fish lovers out there, it is an asado, but we have a lot more than just the meats.
Yeah, that is so good. You can see the skin right there. Oh, looks sounds like something else is done. You've got a lot going on back here. Wow. So what would you say is your favorite dish, though, or the one maybe you're most proud of or excited about?
Yeah, I really love
That
the
one,
chorizo del mar, you know?
The presentation, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell everyone where you're located.
So we are located at 173 Shipyard Way, right outside of downtown St. Augustine. We have our own parking. We're on the beautiful San Sebastian waterfront right here.
So nice, y'all. So nice. And we talked a little bit with Nick about reservations and lunch. You don't necessarily need that for, but I want to come and just dine here. I mean, that's what I want to do, you know? So I'm going to maybe try some of this off screen when it's ready. But thank you so much for having us here today. It smells so delicious. And it's impressive looking too. You know, we eat with our eyes, right? Is that first, right? Eat with our eyes? Yeah. All right, well, thank you again so much. And if you'd like to see this interview again, you foodies, just head on over to firstcoastliving.net.